Hey, vinyl community, what's up? So it's been a while since I've shown anything that I have bought in the past week or so. So stuff's just kind of been accumulating a little bit here. So I thought I would do a video to kind of clear the decks a little bit. Haven't done as much shopping as I usually do. As we get closer to Christmas, the budget gets a little tighter, but just wanted to show some things that I have picked up. First one that I've grabbed, this is Queen's final studio album with Freddie Mercury, Innuendo, or at least the last studio album while he was alive. This has got I'm Going Slightly Mad, Innuendo, which is a really great, it's a long track, but a lot going on there. Some really harder rocking stuff, which considering that Freddie Mercury was not in the best of health, the fact that he was still able to sing some of these songs, which are pretty hard rocking, like Headlong, I Can't Live With You is kind of a tongue-in-cheek, almost like an anti-love song. Ride the Wild Wind is great. These Are the Days of Our Lives is a little bit too syrupy, I mean, that one's okay, whatever. Don't Try Too Hard is pretty good. The Show Must Go On, but not my favorite Queen album, but this was the last studio album that I needed to complete my vinyl collection. So glad I picked this up. This is a reissue on the Hollywood Records label. This is Kansas's third album, Mask. Not quite as progressive as the previous album, Song for America. In fact, it's almost got a little bit of a boogie rock feel. But not so much progressive on here. It Takes a Woman's Love to Make a Man. That almost, to me, it feels like that could have almost been a Grand Funk song. I get that vibe from it. But you got Icarus, Born on the Wings of Steel, which is a little progressive, but a little bit harder rocking stuff on this album. And of course, this was the album that came before their commercial breakthrough, Leftoverture, but still a cool album to have. Got Duran Duran's latest album, Future Past. I am a huge fan of this record. It really, Duran Duran, the last couple albums that they put out, I didn't really care for. I'd almost given up on Duran Duran. And then I caught a track or two off of this on Spotify, and this really sounds like 80s era Duran Duran. They definitely capture kind of that magic that they had in the 80s that made Duran Duran so fantastic. But so many great tracks on here. Invisible is great. Give It All Up. Anniversary is a fantastic track. Future Past is good. But yeah, if you thought, Duran Duran, they're never gonna, get back to sounding how they used to, I definitely encourage you to check this record out because very cool. Sorry, Duran Duran, that I doubted you, but, great comeback. This was just released last week. This is the 50th anniversary of The Doors' LA Woman. So this is the box set. This has a vinyl record with the album remastered. And then it has three discs, 3 CDs worth of material on here. There's 2 discs of session outtakes. One disc, it's got, it's almost like the entire, all the takes for tracks like The Changeling is on there, Riders on the Storm. It's just they do take after take after take. They're not indexed as separate tracks, but it's just almost like the entire studio session. So it's very cool to hear kind of the progression of those songs, if you're into that kind of a thing, which I am. And then you've got the remastered album on CD. So 2 CDs of bonus session outtakes is very cool. The only thing that I'm kind of disappointed, there's no booklet for this. There's no booklet at all. Nothing, credits, pictures, anything like that from the sessions. Not sure why. Kind of a bummer, actually. It is a limited number edition, which is cool. But I would have liked to have had, some kind of booklet as a part of this. What you get when you open it up is this is where the album is, and then this was kind of what was on the back under the shrink wrap. And then you've got the 3 CDs right there. So I like it. I mean, I'm not disappointed in the in what you get in terms of, the record and what's on the CDs. Just a little, a booklet would have been nice. Picked up the B-52s. This is a reissue of their debut album. I'm a huge B-52s fan. This has got Planet Claire on it, 52 Girls, Rock Lobster, of course, was the big hit off of here. But Lava's very cool. Just a great debut album. I think probably this and their second album are pretty comparable in terms of quality. I think they're both great. But yeah, glad to have some more B-52s vinyl. And then I did pick up some CDs. This is Paul McCartney. This is Ubu Jubu Ecology. And if you're not familiar, right around the time of the Off the Ground album, Paul McCartney put out a couple of kind of radio shows that were called Ubu Jubu. He wrote a theme song for it. And it's kind of it was a way to promote the Off the Ground album. This has got some live versions of Looking for Changes, Peace in the Neighborhood, Wildlife. They're actually kind of, sound checks from one of his concerts. Mother Nature's Son, Off the Ground, a song called Cow that was written by Linda McCartney. How Many People, Not Too Many People, How Many People, and We All Stand Together, which I think was off the Rupert the Bear soundtrack, but I'd never seen that before, so that was pretty cool. Picked up Echo and the Bunnymen. This is their 3rd album, Porcupine. This one was really hard to find, but I did see that they had it on Amazon again. This is the remastered version that's got some bonus tracks. I like this one a lot. It's got the cutter on it, Back of Love. My White Devil is just a really great kind of a deep cut on here. Gods Will Be Gods, and then some alternate takes on the bonus tracks. So love that. Got some Judas Priest. Got this one, Point of Entry. Which is part of the remastered series, and also got Hellbent for Leather, remastered version of that. I'm so happy to add those to my collection. And then the last CD that I picked up, the new Deep Purple, Turning to Crime, which is an album of cover versions, but really liking what I've heard of on this one. This has got 7 and 7 Is. Rockin' Pneumonia and the Boogie Woogie Flu was a little bit of a interesting to hear them cover that song. That is not at all a song you would think Deep Purple would cover, but I think they do a good job of it. Oh Well, the Fleetwood Mac cover that they do is great. They do Jenny Take a Ride, which of course is a Mitch Ryder. You from Detroit, Jeff? Couldn't think of Mitch Ryder. Sorry, Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels. There's a cover there. And Shapes of Things, Yardbirds, Battle of New Orleans, Lucifer, White Room from Cream. So, cool. I haven't listened to it all the way through, but listened to most of it. And like what I heard, they sound in great form. Ian Gillan sounds in great voice. So anyway, that's what I've been shopping for lately. Hope you're doing great, and catch you later.